Alright, this is a recording for the midterm project draft. Right now, we have a little bit done at the moment. If I press play, you can collect coins. They disappear and play a sound when they're actually collected or collided into. And we can spawn a familiar by pressing F, and it'll follow the player. And if you press F again, it despawns the familiar, and it can be done back and over again. Alright. And then we also, water right here kills the player. Right now, the level's still currently being designed. Alright. But if we go inside, we can start with the coin. The coin is basic. It's simply just when it's collided into, it plays its sound 2D, and then it just destroys the actor. And then from here, we can go into, I guess, the water blueprint. It's simple too. Same thing, except when the player goes into it, it just simply destroys the player. Alright. This is a bit more complicated, but it's just simply a object following the player. I can make this bigger. Alright. Starts off with the event tick, and then this just starts by getting the player location, the actor location, and subtracts those, then normalizes those. Alright, then it just multiplies that normalized by the speed times our delta so that it always runs the same no matter the frame rate on any device or mainly PC. And then we get the actor location again, plus that by our delta times our speed, just so it'll move towards our location. And then we have our actor set location right here. And it also runs off a branch that of the it follow players. In case like other familiars want to be made, they just don't follow the player. Alright, and inside our familiar spawner, which is right here in the world, I try to make it bigger. Okay. At the top right here, at the begin plays, it starts enabling the user input by getting the player controller. Alright, and then we make an event when F is pressed. It simply is just a branch that states that has a variable, a Boolean variable that says it's familiar spawn. If so, it checks it back off, and then it gets the actor of the class, which is the familiar, and then it destroys it. If it's false, it checks it as true, and then it spawns that familiar. That's how it spawns it back and forth. And then we have the actual familiar spawn of custom event right here, which just simply spawns it by getting the player pawn, then that actor transform, and then it spawns it on that. And then, oh, and we also have a UI. So if I go to my levels in my main menu, and just like that, if I start it from here, we have a basic, very basic main menu that's still a work in progress. If you press play, it simply loads you into the world. Everything works. Alright, if we get back out of that, and then we try it again, and then we hit quit. Oh, it quit, and then it'll quit back. It'll just quit it. Alright. And then right here, we just have our main menu widget, stuff like that. That simply just loads the level if the buttons press, the play button's pressed, and then it quits if the quit button's pressed. That is right I got for right now. We have a few things in the audio files, some in the asset folders. But as the moment, that's mainly it right now. It's still a work in progress, and I'm gonna get it all done for the midterm.